Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm doing something a little bit different. I purchased a pair of sneakers from StockX, so this is actually my very first time dealing with them. So I basically just wanted to give you guys my feedback on how it went, the length of time it took, the cost associated to it, and basically just talk about what I thought of the entire process. I've also sold a pair of shoes on StockX as well, so I'll be speaking about that. So I'm a huge Air Max fan, as some of you guys might know. So when I went on StockX, I saw they had the Air Max 98 Supreme collaboration, the navy ones. They had them on sale, or someone was asking $200 for them. People ask different prices, so they'll have all the different sizes on the website, and it'll show the lowest ask, meaning the lowest price someone is willing to sell the shoes for. So you can either bid on a shoe, and if anyone who's selling a shoe wants to sell it to you for that price, then the transaction will go through. You do have your credit card or PayPal on file, so as soon as if you do put in a bid and someone accepts it, it's automatically going to charge you. You really don't have a choice to back out of it at that point. I ended up ordering these Supremes. The retail price on these was $175 at Supreme plus shipping, and as a lot of you guys know, Supreme charges duties in advance. So the guy was asking $200 for them. I thought that was a good price considering a lot of people on eBay were asking about $280, $300. So I just got them in. I ordered the shoes on March the 30th. It is now April the 6th, and I live in Canada, so it's exactly 1 week. So I'm just actually opening the box now. I haven't looked at them yet, but I was a little disappointed because I live in Canada. When I got the package, like I said, the shoes were $200, and then they charged me $30 for shipping, and then a $4 processing fee, which I'm not sure exactly what that was for. Came to $234 US shipped, which I thought was a good price for the shoes. Now, shoes got to my door today. I was hit with $89 in duties, which then just basically ruined any savings that I would have had purchasing the shoes anywhere else. So wasn't really satisfied with that. This is probably going to be the very last time I purchase from StockX, because if you're out of the country, especially in Canada, we have an extremely high rate of duties and taxes that they charge on footwear. I think it's about 30%. If you're in the US, then StockX is a great option for buying sneakers, but anywhere in Canada, if you want to purchase anything, just remember they will charge you. Like, I mean, if the shoes are $200 US and I got charged $89 in duties and taxes, that's pretty much almost 50% of the cost. Wasn't really impressed with that. I did end up paying for the shoes at that point because I was already committed. So just open the box. Basically, first thing you see inside here comes like a little card. Snap a pic, show your verified authentic tag, upload to Instagram, hashtag StockX, get featured. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this backwards here. Brag to your friends. So this is a little card, the first thing you see, signed by Josh, CEO of StockX. Basically lets you know that what they do is they authenticate the sneaker. So how it works is the seller ships to StockX first. Then from there, StockX will verify the shoe, make sure it's legit. If it is not authentic, obviously you'll get a refund. If it is authentic, they will then send the shoes your way. So 1 week period to get a pair of shoes shipped from the US to StockX over to Canada. Shipping timelines that were really good. Was really impressed with that, but just not happy about the huge duties. So this is basically a receipt here. So $200, $4 for some processing fee, $30 for the shipping. Authentication is free. Ooh, nice. Those shoes. So they've authenticated, verified, authentic. So basically how this works is you have the option to inspect the shoe yourself as well once you receive them. You cannot remove this tag. Once this tag is put on, the only way to remove it is to cut it off. There's really no other way. Once you remove it, if the shoe is in fact not authentic, or you're just not happy with it, once you remove this, you cannot send it back. If you want to send the shoe back, you have to send it back with the tag still attached. The reason being is people could basically detach the tag, swap it for a fake, keep the real pair, and then put the tag back onto the shoe or back in the box, and then send the shoes back. Like send back a fake pair, keep the authentic pair. So with this, StockX is actually a really smart idea to basically protect themselves. They've put this tag on here that gives you the option to inspect the sneaker prior to cutting it off. Once you cut that off, basically all sales are final. I mean, I'm happy I got these for, well, I was happy I got these for the price that I thought I was gonna have them at, but let's see what else is in here. We got the navy laces. Oh, they, looks like the seller, so StockX put a StockX sticker in the box as well. And the seller, I guess, had purchased the shoes themselves directly from Supreme. So there's the receipt from Supreme. Retail $175 US. They had paid, obviously they live in the US, so this person paid, got $10 shipping. So he paid $185 for the shoes. He sold them for $200. Most likely he took a hit on the shoe because what happens is, as a seller, so as a buyer you pay $30 in shipping. One thing I don't get is, as a seller, you also pay $30 in shipping. So when you sell an item, say you put your ask at, you put it at $200. StockX will basically pay for the shipping for you to ship the item to them. So you just print the shipping label, send it over there. With that being said, they deduct the cost of shipping from the final sale price. So I learned this myself because when the Masters came out, I had ordered a pair. I tried to get my size, 11 and a half, 11 or 12, any one of those. I couldn't get a pair of my size. So luckily I was able to check out online with a size 8.5. Now, I posted it on multiple Facebook sneaker groups. I posted it on Kijiji, see if I can get someone to trade my 8.5 for my size. I wasn't really looking to sell. I waited about 2 weeks, nobody messaged me or contacted me about a trade. So the next option is to sell them so I can buy myself a pair. I decided to post the shoes on StockX for the first time because, I mean, I had an account with my sneaker portfolio and all that up there with my collection, but I had never bought or sold anything on there. So I posted the shoes for sale, and literally maybe 10-15 minutes later, I got an email from them saying that the shoes sold. How it works is they basically give you 48 hours to ship them the shoes. So you print the shipping label that's prepaid, and then you just go drop it off at the UPS store. If you don't ship them the shoes within that 48-hour period, there's actually a penalty for you not shipping. So I was online reading, apparently it's like a $75 charge to, or like a certain percentage of how much you made off the shoe. So if you made if you sold the shoes for $500, 10 or 15% that they charge you for not shipping the shoes on time, because they want to make sure they get the shoes to the buyer, and first they have to authenticate the sneaker. So I shipped them the shoes. Now, mind you, they also charged me 30 bucks. So as a seller, out of the 500, they charged me $30 for shipping, and then they charged me, I think, 9.5% for the fees. So out of the 500 US that the shoes actually sold for, with shipping, fees, and everything, I got $407.50 US. So I shipped them the shoes. They verified that they were authentic. Then, as soon as they verify that, they put the money into your PayPal account. After that, then the shoes are in their hands. They deliver it to the buyer, and at that point, it's their issue. If the buyer doesn't want it, then you've already sold the shoes. You've got your money. So same thing goes here. This guy most likely made less than what he paid for on these, because if they're charging, now mind you, I don't know how much they would have charged him to ship because he lived in the US, but because the shoes were coming to Canada, they may have charged him that same $30 to ship them. So that's basically my experience with them. Again, I most likely won't purchase from StockX, not because of the shipping or even the cost of the shoes, but just because you're gonna have to pay duties on every shoe you purchase, and for some reason they charge the most duties I've ever been charged for any shoe. I've literally never been charged $89 for duties on any sneaker that I've ever purchased. So I'm not sure. Apparently the breakdown was $35 in tax, then they charged me $40 duties, and then $10 for a brokerage fee. So wasn't too happy with that. I mean, I got the shoes, got to film a video out of it, but if you live in the US or another country that doesn't charge you guys an insane amount of duties, then definitely I would recommend doing business on StockX. The fees aren't too bad. When you're selling the shoe, it's kind of odd that they charge you shipping, and they charge the buyer shipping as well, so they're getting shipping twice. So they're charging you, the seller, to ship, and they're charging the buyer to ship, which makes no sense. You would assume only the buyer would normally have to pay for shipping, but in this case, it's both parties do. So that's basically my experience. If anybody else has had any experiences with StockX, good or bad, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you thought, if you're going to use it again. I definitely find it better than Flight Club just because the prices are much, much lower. I'm not huge on paying resell for anything, so most of the time I would never purchase a shoe if I miss out on it. In this case, the shoe was a good price, but the duties ended up putting it higher than I would have been willing to pay had I known I would have had to pay that much in duties. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. You know the usual: like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back again with another video. Peace.